A small, unknown development team recently made a bold claim. They announced a new roguelite game. They said it was 100% created by AI. The news spread quickly through social media and industry forums. It suggested a massive leap forward in technology. A game built without direct human authorship sounds like science fiction. It promises a future where anyone can create complex software with simple commands. But in the world of video games, big claims often come with big questions. We have seen hype cycles before. This one deserved a closer look. The claim matters for a simple reason. Game development is incredibly difficult. It requires skilled artists, programmers, designers, musicians working together for years. If an AI could truly automate this entire process, it would change everything. It could democratize game creation. It could also disrupt thousands of jobs. But first, we have to ask the most important question. Is the claim actually true? Strong claims require strong evidence. I decided to investigate. Before we can test the claim, we need to define it. The phrase 100% created by AI is slippery. It can mean many different things. Does it mean an AI wrote every line of code from scratch? Does it mean an AI generated every single pixel of art, every note of music? Does it mean the AI came up with the core game design, the rules, the mechanics? To have a serious discussion, we must be precise. Without a clear definition, the claim is just a marketing slogan. It lacks any real technical meaning. For this essay, I will use a strict definition. A 100% AI-made game would mean that every single component was generated by an AI system without meaningful human intervention. This includes several key areas. First, there is the code. Second, there is the art, character sprites, environments, user interface elements. Third, there is the audio, music, sound effects. Finally, there is the game design itself, the rules, the level layouts, the item balance, and the overall player experience. This definition is important because it sets a high bar. It is easy to use an AI tool to generate a single asset, like a background image. It is much harder to have an AI create a complete, coherent, and functional system. If a human wrote the prompts, curated the AI's output, threw away the bad results, kept the good ones, that is not 100% AI made. That is AI assisted. The human is acting as a director. They are making the critical creative choices. The AI is just a very advanced tool. The difference between AI-made and AI-assisted is not just semantics. It is the core of the issue. Most creative professionals using AI today are working in an assisted model. They use AI to generate ideas, create drafts, speed up tedious tasks. But the final judgment, the polish, the assembly of parts still require a human touch. The developers of the Roguelite, a small studio called Procedural Dreams, knew their claim was provocative. To back it up, they published a blog post and shared a link to a playable demo. Their post explained their process. They said they used a suite of different AI models, one for Unity Seer code, another for pixel sprites, a third for music. They claimed their only role was to write initial high-level prompts and then run an automated pipeline that assembled the game. I examined their evidence closely. The blog post contained screenshots of prompts they supposedly used. These examples are plausible. Current AI tools can certainly handle requests like these. However, they did not provide a full, unedited log of their interactions with the AI. This lack of transparency is a problem. A few curated examples are not the same as a complete record. Where is the version history? Where are the logs showing the thousands of failed attempts the AI likely made? Without a complete trail, we cannot verify that a human did not step in to fix, edit, or guide the process. One comment read, "AI made a mess here, had to clean it up." This directly contradicts the claim. I also looked for independent verification. Had a trusted third party audited their process? The answer was no. The claim rested solely on the developer's account. In science and engineering, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. A short blog post and a few cherry-picked examples do not meet that standard. It shows they used AI extensively. It does not prove the AI worked alone. Their digital paper trail was incomplete. Section 4. Hands-on with the code. My experience playing the AI's game. After reviewing the materials, I downloaded the demo. It was time to see what the AI had actually built. The game, titled Chamber of Echoes, is a basic top-down roguelite. You control a small knight, exploring procedurally generated rooms, fighting simple monsters, collecting items. On the surface, it works. The character moves, the sword swings, the enemies chase you. The core gameplay loop is present. However, after about 10 minutes, the cracks began to show. The game felt rough and unfinished. Enemy behavior was erratic. Some monsters got stuck on walls, while others stood still and did nothing. Level generation often produced layouts that were boring or awkward to navigate. I clipped through a wall and fell out of the game world, forcing a restart. Not unusual for early indie builds, but significant for a supposedly flawless automated process. Section 5. The human in the machine. Comparing to past AI-assisted games. Developers have used AI for decades. Enemy behavior, procedural worlds. That was AI in the game, not AI making the game. More recently, generative tools help write dialogue, brainstorm ideas, and create concept art. That's AI-assisted. The human remains curator, editor, final decision maker. Against this backdrop, the 100% claim looks weaker. Bugs, inconsistent art, clunky design. These are the things humans usually fix. Procedural Dreams likely achieved a new level of first draft automation, a pipeline that turns high-level prompts into a rough, playable prototype. That's impressive engineering and a step in AI-assisted development, but not a fully autonomous AI creator delivering a polished, shippable game. Section 6. What game development experts think.
A senior programmer told me, generating snippets is one thing, building a complete, stable, optimized architecture is another. Code generators do boilerplate, but struggle with complex logic, state, performance. Humans must review, debug, refactor.
A veteran designer said, game design isn't just assets and mechanics. It's crafting experience, balancing difficulty, pacing, and emotion.
An AI researcher noted, today's models are powerful pattern matchers, not sentient. They don't understand what they make or make intent-driven creative choices.
An AI can generate 1,000 levels, but can it tell you which is most fun? Humans still provide that judgment. After reviewing the evidence, playing the demo, and speaking with experts, my verdict is clear. The claim that Chamber of Echoes is 100% created by AI is not supported by the facts. The evidence points to heavy AI assistance. Curation, bug fixing, and design polish were either human-handled or neglected. This distinction matters for technical honesty and ethics. Claiming breakthroughs without proof misleads and poisons the well. Opaque training data raises authorship and ownership concerns. Real proof requires radical transparency and independent audit. Until then, the claim remains unproven marketing. Chamber of Echoes is a fascinating experiment, a case study of what AI can do and what it can't. AI is transformative, but still a tool. It needs a human operator.